I'm Melissa. I'm from the Hub Family Resource Center. I do prenatal postpartum support, and I think like a lot of people these days, I'm also wearing a lot of different hats in just helping to support families. I am a mom myself. My kids are big now, but I spent a lot of years doing a lot of things to figure out how to keep my kids busy. And I think kind of a couple things kind of came to me. It's keep it as simple as possible. Kids, like, they don't need a gazillion things. Kind of get it back to basics, but also be creative. Follow your kids' leads and kind of use what you've got at hand. So what I'm doing are song and story times right now. I'm using whatever I've got at hand. We've got kind of a great library at the Hub right now, but I know that families may not have, a ton of craft supplies hanging around home. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. So it's like, well, what can we do? Like today we did homemade puffy paint. I had, with flour, salt, water, and food coloring. So what do I have on hand that really I can use in a different way? I'm a big proponent of the arts. And when we talk about arts and little kids, it's a lot about, it's about singing. It's about being silly. If you watch me on my Facebook Live, it's full on, a little bit crazy, a little bit fun. But kids love that, right? And you don't have to be great at singing, nursery rhymes or anything like that. Like maybe you've got your favorite top 40 hit that you all want to bust it out to, right? Bringing art activities. Here's some materials. What can we do with this? What's that process look like? And I know for adults, man, as I've been practicing these crafts and stuff at the office or at home, I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Just kind of relaxing. Getting some fresh air and movement. Yeah. Holy moly. Right now we're taking part in something called the Neighborhood Window Walk. So every few days there's a new theme and people are putting stuff up on their windows. Right now our theme is encouraging words. So families can go walk around their neighborhood and see those encouraging words on the windows. There's small ways that as a community, we can still stay connected to each other.
We were calling it social distancing, and now people are saying, well, just call it physical distancing because we still need that connection. Do you have some insight on creative ways to stay connected with friends and families?
I think it's really fun to draw people in and doing things together as a community through, your social media, through your technology. So I know lots of families, they're tuning in to these little Facebook videos, and then everybody gets to do the same activity at the same time. So maybe afterwards we can share, hey, here's what mine looks like, here's what mine looks like. Those are kind of fun, simple ways of creating that community. A couple of golden nuggets maybe. Number one would be rotate your toys. I found when my kids were little that I would, box a whole bunch of them up, keep a few out, and then, every so often I would bring the old stuff out, and all of a sudden it was brand new again. So that's kind of a fun one, nice and easy, and it helps everybody's sanity when things are a little bit cleaner. I would definitely say follow your child's lead when you can. Okay. So when your child is, giving you these cues of hey, I want to try this, or I want to do this, that's a great opportunity to engage, and you don't have to figure out what to do. They're already hey, let's try this thing. Other thing I would really recommend is that positive reinforcement for everybody in the family. When we're getting close quarters, a lot of it is oh, stop doing that, or don't do that, or, don't get into my video call. But when we see our kids or our partners or whoever it is, just be hey, thanks for, playing quietly, or thanks for helping out with the dishes. And that builds that atmosphere of appreciation and that positive atmosphere.
What resources are available right now? We've had some really practical tips, but if people want to learn more or dig in further, what are the resources and where can they find them right now?
Perfect. So right now we do have lots of resources available online through our website, through our Facebook page. So right now we are offering parenting classes online. We're doing our Moms Matter support group, still runs every week online. Lots of the things that you might normally see are still happening. They're just in a digital format. I'm going to plug in, song and story time every morning, 10 a.m. It's pretty silly. It's really fun, but it's a nice way to see a familiar, background for a lot of people. Maybe people hey, I know Miss Melissa. Some things that people don't know that are still happening right now. We still have family access services that's running. So that's helping to connect with safe visitation and safe exchange, which is still an important service that's happening. But when you check into our website, we also have our resources page. So that has everything from Play-Doh recipes, bubble recipes, mindfulness, places that you can go to find movement-based activities online. So our staff are really, comb through things that we already know or places that we know are great and safe for families to go to, and have those on our website as well.